Each year, girls from all over the world come in search of the crown of beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss World 1976. With host Ray Moore. The other lucky man, Patrick Litchfield. The Mike Sam Singers. Phil Tate and the orchestra. Special guest star, Sasha Distel. Top of the bill, 62 of the world's most beautiful girls.
I took a trip on a train and I thought about you. I passed a shadowy lane and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding street. Moon shining down on some little town with each beat, same old dream. At every stop that I made, oh, I thought about you. But when I pulled down the shade, then I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked at the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? I thought about you. Thought about you, and I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked at the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? What did I do? So what did I do? I thought about you.
A lovely one, everyone a winner. Okay, let's get this humble little show on the road, shall we? And see all those 62 girls, first of all in national costumes. We're going to start off with contestant number 1, Miss Africa South.
Africa South is Rosette Motsepe from Victoria. She's 21 years old, and she's a student of social science and a part-time model.
Miss Argentina
Is Adriana Salguero. Adriana is 19 years old, and she also is a model. Miss Argentina.
Miss Aruba
And that's Maureen Webber. She's 20 years old, and she's an immigration officer.
Miss Australia
And from Perth in Australia, Karen Jo Piddy. She's 19 and makes dresses for a living.
Miss Austria
Monica Mulbar from Karlstatten. She's 17 and a student of something I couldn't quite catch, Miss Austria.
Miss Bahamas
Zoe Miller is Miss Bahamas from Nassau, 19, and is studying child psychology.
Miss Belgium
Yvette Albrecht, 18, and comes from Brussels. She's studying to be an interpreter. Miss Belgium.
Miss Bermuda
And that's Vivian Ann Hollis from Smith's Parish in Bermuda, 19, and a hotel receptionist.
Miss Brazil
Adelaide Fraga de Oliveira Pelia from Loco. Adelaide is 18 years old and a student of law.
Miss Dominion of Canada
Pamela Mercer from Ancaster, as opposed to Doncaster, that is. She's 20, a student and a model.
Miss Chile.
Cristina Granzo from Santiago. She's 18 and getting to know the drill as a student dentist.
Miss Colombia.
Maria Loretta Slidon Polgi. She's 19 and a student and shortly going to university. That's Miss Colombia.
Miss Costa Rica.
Bahia Ramos from San Jose is 23 years old and an architect.
Miss Curacao.
18-year-old Viveka Francisca Machena from Willemstad. She speaks English, Spanish, Dutch, and Papiamento, would you believe me?
Miss Cyprus.
Andrea Sangarudu from Famagusta is 20 years old and a student of physical education and a part-time model.
Miss Denmark.
Susan Hansen from Orup Finn, 18, and a very successful model.
Miss Dominican Republic.
Jenny Copran Viñas from Santo Domingo, 17 years old, and a student architect.
Miss Ecuador.
And what a lovely name this is. Marie-Claire Fontaine, 20 years old, and another student architect.
Miss El Salvador.
Sroya Comandare Zanotti from San Salvador is 17 years old, a student in psychology this time.
Miss Finland.
Maria Helena Kami from Helsinki, 21 years old, and a model and a student marketing.
Miss France.
Monique Ulderica from Paris, 22 years old, and a model, as all the best Brazilians are.
Miss Germany.
Monika Schneeweiss, which is German for Snow White, so I'm told. Frankfurt, 21 years old, and a law student.
Miss Gibraltar.
Rosemary Paradis from Laguna Estate on the Rock, and who isn't these days? She's 19 years old and a shop assistant.
Miss Greece.
Rania Theophilo from Athens, a 20-year-old model.
Miss Guam.
Diana Marie Dueñas, one of the youngest contestants here tonight at 17 and still at high school.
Miss Guatemala.
Marta Elisa Carredo Richardson, 21 years old and a stewardess who doesn't like unpolite passengers.
Miss Holland.
23-year-old from Rotterdam is Stephanie Flatlow. She's a staff secretary, speaking 5 languages.
Miss Honduras.
Maribel Ayala from San Pedro, 18, and a student in business administration.
Miss Hong Kong.
Christine Leong from Hong Kong, 22, an air stewardess with Japan Airlines.
Miss Iceland.
Ciarida Augustdottir, and no way is that name pronounced, does it? Look, she's 19 and a bank cashier from Reykjavik.
Miss Ireland.
And a student of archaeology is Jackie Moore from Dublin, 17 years old.
Miss Israel.
From Tel Aviv, Levana Arabanel, 17, a student in agricultural school.
Miss Italy.
Antonella Lombroso from Milan, 17, a student of fashion and a model.
Miss Jamaica.
And that's Cynthia Jean Breakspeare from Kingston, 21, a health club operator who jogs every morning, she tells me.
Miss Japan.
Noriko Asekuno, and I was going to ask her about her job, but she doesn't speak English and my Japanese is just a bit rusty these days. She's 19 from Tokyo.
Miss Jersey.
And that's Susan Hughes from St Helier on that sunny isle. 21 years old and an airline ground receptionist.
Miss Republic of Korea.
Young Suk Shin took 5 minutes to teach me to say her name, and I enjoyed every second. She's 19, comes from Los Angeles in California.
Miss Lebanon.
Suad Nahal from Safat. She's 21 years old and a business administration student.
Miss Luxembourg.
19-year-old Monique Gomez is from Bastirage and she's a secretary.
Miss Malta.
Jane Salabar from Zurich, 18, a dressmaker and also models.
Miss Mexico.
Carla Jean Evet Regura from Acapulco is an interpreter and in public relations also. She's 19 years old.
Miss New Zealand.
And from Christchurch in New Zealand, Anne Clifford, 22, a law student. Particular interests are conveyancing and divorce cases. It's a good combination.
Miss Norway.
From Oslo, Nina Christine Gronberg, 21, and a student of commercial art.
Miss Paraguay.
Marie Cristina Fernandez from Asunción, 21 years old, who wrote down her occupation in Spanish, so I can't help you.
Miss Peru.
Rocio Lascano from Lima, 21, and learning to become a business administrator.
Miss Republic of Philippines.
From Rizal in the Philippines, Joy Conde is 22 years old and a bank teller.
Miss Puerto Rico.
Yvette Rosado, 19 years old and a university student and modeling instructor.
Miss Singapore.
And that's Pauline Ponitong, whose hometown I won't attempt to pronounce, but she's 18 and a clerk and typist.
Miss South Africa.
And Miss South Africa is Lynn Massin. She comes from Natal. She's 18 years old and a textile designer.
Miss Spain.
Luz Maria Polegre Hernandez from Tenerife in the Canary Isles, 18 years old and a student pharmacist.
Miss Sweden.
Anne Kristin Gernand from Stockholm is 19 years old. She's just left school and she started modeling in Paris.
Miss Switzerland.
Ruth Crotter from Lugano in Switzerland, 21 years old and a model.
Miss Tahiti.
And that's Patricia Nova Servonat from Tapiti, who's 18 and she's training to be a secretary.
Miss Thailand.
Kang Chuan Gomosin from Bangkok, 20 years old, a model and also a dancer.
Miss Trinidad and Tobago.
All rolled into one beautiful lady, Patricia Anderson Leon from San Fernando, 21 years old and a secretary.
Miss Republic of Turkey.
Charlie Bayhan from Ankara, Riley is 20 years old, a university student in pharmacy.
Miss United Kingdom.
Who comes from Glasgow. Carol Jean Grant is the name. She's 19, and Carol is a model.
Miss United States of America.
Kimberly Marcoli from Southfield, Michigan, 21, and a freelance model.
Miss Uruguay.
Sarah Isabel Alaga Beliga from Salto, 19 years old, and yet another student of law.
Miss Venezuela.
Maria Genoviva Rodero Jimenez from Caracas. Maria is 19 and a student.
Miss Virgin Islands.
Denise Lefranc comes from St. Croix, 19, a secretary, also doing freelance modeling, and some photography.
And Miss Yugoslavia.
Slavita Stefanovica. That's Beograd she comes from. She's 19 and a student of economics.
Two of the girls have decided to withdraw, so tonight we're without Miss Republic of the Philippines and Miss Yugoslavia. But the important thing is we've still got 60 of the world's most beautiful girls competing tonight for Miss World 1976. Panel of judges. First of all, may I introduce the very talented royal portrait painter Michael Noakes. The singer who's topped the charts all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, Demis Roussos. One of Europe's best-loved actors and film stars, Kurt Jürgens. From Puerto Rico, Wilnelia Merced, the reigning Miss World. The non-voting chairman of the judges, Eric Morley. The very glamorous star of television's Mission Impossible, Barbara Bain. Britain's world motor racing champion, James Hunt. Star of the Munich Olympics, Britain's golden girl, Mary Peters. And one of the world's most sought-after fashion designers, Yuki. And three people representing the sponsors and the public, Fred Denman, Doreen Miller, and Wentworth Christopher. So there we are then. We've got 12 judges all here tonight to find just one lady. Well, the 15 finalists are ready with their evening dress, so let's get it started right away with number 2, Miss Argentina.
And this is Adriana Salguero, whose aim in life is to be a translator and to work interpreting French and English. Music and the cinema are her interests, and a little later on in the proceedings, my little friend with the tape measure, that's Ray Moore, will enlighten you with the more basic details. Adriana Salguero, Miss Argentina.
Number 4, Miss Australia.
And this is Karen Jo Finney. She hopes to open a boutique designing and selling women's clothing and one day to settle down and raise a family. In the meantime, motorbike riding, collecting unusual bottles, football, cooking and swimming take up her spare time. She's the reigning Australian beach girl and golden dream girl. That's Karen Jo Finney, Miss Australia.
Number 20, Miss Finland.
Maria Helena Kami is training to become an efficient public relations officer, she tells me. Her hobbies, drawing, cooking and outings, a subject on which she would elaborate no further. She was to have represented her country in last year's Miss World contest, but before coming to London, she was crowned Miss Young International in Tokyo and only relinquished that title in August. Maria Helena Tami, Miss Finland.
And next comes contestant number 25, Miss Guam.
Diana Marie Duenas, who hopes to become a travel agent, and is another one to list motorcycle riding as one of her hobbies, along with Polynesian dancing, baking, swimming, hiking, softball and volleyball. She's a European Guamanian, a rather rare species, she tells me.
Number 27 is Miss Holland.
And she comes from Rotterdam, does Stephanie Flatlow. She's hoping to achieve international success in modelling or films. And in her spare time, she plays a little tennis and a little music, and languages take up some of her time as well, like most of the girls here tonight who speak 3, 4, even 5 languages. And she does a bit of skiing. A runner-up in the Miss Europe contest in 1970. Stephanie Flatlow, Miss Holland.
And on stage now, number 31, Miss Ireland.
Most unlikely student of archaeology is Jackie Moore from Dublin, with a truly Irish ambition to make the most of everything. And those things include painting, music, reading and yoga. She was born in Boston in the United States and dislikes prejudice. That's Jackie Moore, Miss Ireland.
Number 32, Miss Israel.
Lavana Ababanel from Tel Aviv. If you remember, she's in agricultural school, but she wants eventually to become a nurse. She likes dancing and the theatre, and enjoys the sun and beaches, and is a lover of nature. And that's Miss Israel, and here.
Over halfway through our finalists now with number 34, Miss Jamaica.
And Miss Jamaica is Cynthia Jean Breakspeare. She wants to be successful in the field of physical culture and eventually to have a family. The two not entirely disassociated, I feel. She likes dancing, swimming, embroidery, physical culture, and commercial art. She's the one, if you remember, who jogs every morning. Well, you can in Kingston, can't you? Cynthia Jean Breakspeare, Miss Jamaica.
And this is number 46, Miss Puerto Rico.
Yvette Rosado, with a very laudable ambition to help poor and sick people, especially children, and to be a serious student and to make continual self-improvement. Makes me feel very small. She likes collecting porcelain cats and seashells, from which she makes figurines. And Yvette is majoring in languages. That's Yvette Rosado.
And this is Miss Singapore, number 47.
Pauline Pony Chong is a clerk and a typist with ideas of becoming a famous dancer. She likes writing poetry and even writing poetry. A bit of cooking and dancing. Not at the same time, of course, that is. Pauline Pony Chong, Miss Singapore.
Number 49 is Miss Spain.
Luis Maria Alegre Hernandez is a student hoping to become a pharmacist and also perhaps in some time to act in films. She lists amongst her hobbies, and she's got lots of them, swimming, athletics, music, cinema and photography, and watching show jumping events. Luz Maria Alegre Hernandez, Miss Spain.
Number 54, Miss Trinidad and Tobago.
Patricia Anderson Leon. A bit of competition here. She hopes to become a radio announcer one day and a professional international model. She likes reading, dancing, modeling and traveling. And she describes herself as a positive thinker who's very ambitious. She says that being a woman in Trinidad is a wonderful experience. Patricia Leon from Trinidad.
And we're into the last three of our 15 finalists with number 55, Miss Republic of Turkey.
Jolly Bayhan is training to become a pharmacist. She writes poems, and that's all she told me. As she also said she doesn't like to talk very much. Don't know why she mentioned that. Jolly Bayhan from Turkey.
Number 56, Miss United Kingdom.
Well, I hardly need to introduce Carol Jean Grant from Glasgow, whose one ambition in life is to become Miss World. She's also got some hobbies, which include playing the piano and collecting continental dolls. Lots of men I know have that hobby as well. She's an accomplished pianist and loves sad and sentimental love songs and films.
And finally, number 59, Miss Venezuela.
And wait for it, Maria Genoveva Rivero Jimenez. That's Miss Venezuela. And she's another one who wants to become Miss World. She's a philatelist, spelt here with an F. But after that name, I'm not at all surprised. She likes children and animals and doesn't like being bored. So she left me. Miss Venezuela.
To Miss Argentina. Miss Argentina is the 19-year-old model Adriana Salguero. She's 5 feet 9 inches tall, and she's measurements are 35.5, 24, 36.
Number 4, Miss Australia.
Yes, Karen Jopini with the nice brown hair and brown eyes. She's 5 feet 6 inches tall, is Karen. You'll remember she's 19, she works as a dressmaker. And those stately measurements are 35, 24, 35.
Number 20, Miss Finland.
Yeah, this is the lady with the interesting name, Maria Elena Tami. That's the way I pronounce it anyway. She's 21. Maria has auburn hair and brown eyes. 5 feet 8 inches tall, and that tasty figure measures 36, 24, 36. Miss Finland.
Number 25, Miss Guam.
Yes, this is Diana Marie Duenas, who is 17 years old. 5 feet 7 inches tall is Diana. And those statistics there are 34, 24, 35. She's got brown hair and a delicate shade of hazel eyes. Miss Guam.
Number 27, Miss Holland.
Miss Holland, Stephanie Flatlow, appearing in a rather different sort of swimsuit there. She's 23 years old, and she's 5 feet 8 inches tall. Stephanie's got brown hair and grey-green eyes. 35, 24, 36 is Miss Holland.
31, Miss Ireland.
Jackie Ann Moore, and if she's any relation of mine, she must come from the much prettier side of the family than I do. She's 17 is Jackie, and she's 5 feet 8.5 inches tall. A blue-eyed blonde, as you can see, and those measurements there, 35, 23, 35, Miss Ireland.
Number 32, Miss Israel.
This is the 17-year-old student, Lavana Abarbanel, Miss Israel. A girl who wants to be a nurse. She's got brown hair and brown eyes. And a lot of support here in the Royal Albert Hall for this girl who measures 34, 24, 35.
Number 34, Miss Jamaica.
I think this is one of the most popular girls in the whole competition this year, Cindy Breakspeare. 5 feet 5.5 inches tall, certainly a very attractive girl. And her figure is 35, 24, 36. Green swimsuit, offset by the brown hair, matching her green eyes. Miss Jamaica.
Number 46, Miss Puerto Rico.
Yes, the successor to last year's winner of the Miss World title, Wilnelia Merced. This is Yvette Rosado, hoping to repeat the success for Puerto Rico. She's 5 feet 7 inches tall, light brown hair and green eyes. Yvette's measurements are 34, 24, 36. Contestant number 46, Miss Puerto Rico.
Number 47, Miss Singapore.
Miss Singapore is Pauline Cheong, with jet black hair and black eyes. Pauline is 18 years old and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. And that trim figure measures 33, 24, 34. Miss Singapore.
Number 49, Miss Spain.
Yes, Miss Spain, Luis Maria Poligre Hernandez. Well, that's the way I pronounce it anyway. She's 18 years old, with light brown hair and green eyes, offset by that shade of green in the bathing suit there. The measurements 35, 24, 36. Number 49, Miss Spain.
54, Miss Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, as you can hear, a lot of warm support too for Patricia Leon, Miss Trinidad and Tobago, 21-year-old secretary. Black hair and brown eyes. And that figure there measures 34, 25, 38. And Patricia stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. A lot of people seem to want her to win here tonight. Miss Trinidad and Tobago.
55, Miss Republic of Turkey.
Miss Turkey is 20 years old. Her name is Jail Behan, university student. Black hair, black eyes. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. And that figure you see there is 36, 23, 35. Miss Republic of Turkey.
Number 56, Miss United Kingdom.
Well, what can we say about the beautiful Carol Grant? We saw her win the Miss Scotland competition, went on to enter the Miss United Kingdom competition, won that, of course, and here she is tonight, competing with the best in the world. A lot of support for her, too. Carol is now 19. She's 5 feet 6.5 inches tall, measures 33, 23, 34. Another blue-eyed blonde, Miss United Kingdom.
And finally, number 59, Miss Venezuela.
Miss Venezuela is Maria Rivero Jimenez, who's 19 years old, and in fact one of the tallest girls in the competition this year. She's 5 feet 11 inches tall, 36, 24, 36 her measurements, with black hair and black eyes. Miss Venezuela.
So Miss Venezuela is joined by the other 14 finalists to line up once again before the judges so that they can nominate the final 7. And what a very difficult job indeed the judges have got this year. And of course, the judges now perusing all these 15 finalists, because out of these 15 of the world's most beautiful girls will come our 7 real finalists, and then, of course, later on this evening, Miss World 1976 herself. And all that entails the cheque for £5,000, the evening gown worth something like £250, and the offer of work approaching something like £20,000 over the coming 12 months. It really is an awesome task that the judges have got here this evening. And I noticed a lot of head scratching and consulting of notes down there to make sure they come to absolutely the right decision. And I'm just about, I think, to get the nod and the wink from the judges to say that they're happy, they've seen enough, they've made the decision. So I shall now ask number 2, Miss Argentina, to lead off, please.
Here are the final 7, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting with Miss Finland. Miss Finland, I hope you speak English, because I don't speak Finnish at all.
Yes, I speak.
Oh, we're lucky tonight. So I can see here that you like drawing. What do you draw?
I paint a lot with oil paint.
Yes.
Yes.
That's nice. You speak French?
Not so much. I can understand a little and a little speak, but not
Oh,
much.
could you tell me at least one word so I feel better tonight because all the French representing didn't do so well?
I can say, il pense à elle, il rêve d'elle jour et nuit. Elle est si belle, mais elle s'en fiche car ce n'est pas lui, son amour à elle.
That's pretty nice. It means that she's dreaming about you day and night and night and day. What's your, since I'm looking at you, so beautiful, what's your favorite food?
All kind of meat.
Meat? You like it rare?
Yeah?
All right, thank you. We love you anyway. Thank you very much. Ladies and Miss Finland. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jamaica. Obviously, you speak English too.
Yes, I do.
And you speak French?
No.
And hablas español?
No, senor.
Oh, well, that's a very good answer. It says here that you jog up and down every morning.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Why do I do
Yes.
it? To keep fit.
Well, I can see it works. Apart from yourself, what are the famous sites in Jamaica?
The famous sights. Well, the beaches, we have beautiful mountains, and some other things of historic interest.
You know, I've never been to Jamaica. And do all the girls have green eyes or hazel eyes as you have?
No, they have all different colored eyes.
You know, somebody was telling me that we looked a little bit alike, you and I. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
look.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, next one is Miss United Kingdom. Hello.
Hello,
I know you're not from London. Where are you from?
I'm from Glasgow in Scotland.
I see on this card that we both have the same hobby, collecting continental dolls.
You collect continental dolls?
Tell us about your collection.
I've got about 20 continental dolls. I collect from different places in the world. Unfortunately, I haven't been all these places, but friends and relatives who go abroad bring me dolls back home.
That's nice. Tell me, I might as well take advantage of the situation since you're from Scotland. Tell me the truth about the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh. Well, it's really there, you know. It's a big black thing. It's horrible looking. You'd be terrified, Sasha.
Well, if you're with me when I see it, I won't be terrified. Miss United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Australia. Oh, it's nice to see you here. It says on the card I have here that you like trying different foods. Tell me about French cooking.
Well, I don't. I love all types of foods, really. I just like to try them. I haven't really one in particular, but I love going out to dinner.
Yeah, what about Seule Bonne Femme, which is French for good girls only? You like Seule Bonne Femme?
I wouldn't know.
You don't know what it is? Oh, I know what to do tomorrow then. You also collect unusual bottles.
Yes.
What is that and what do you do with them?
Or just empty bottles. I just collect them.
Empty
I like
bottles?
different shapes, yes.
Oh, I got a few at home, whenever you want.
Oh, thank you. I'll have more.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Australia. And now, Miss Holland. It's nice to have you. Do you speak English?
Yes, I speak English.
Und sprechen Sie Deutsch ein bisschen?
Ja, ein wenig Deutsch.
Und etwas Französisch?
Französisch auch.
Oh, she speaks English, German, and French. Tell me something in French.
Comment allez-vous?
Well, how do you do? And I have to say the same thing in French so that you don't get the impression that I can only speak English. Je vais très bien, je vous remercie. I know that among your hobbies you want to be, not a hobby, seriously, you want to be a movie actress.
Yes, I would like that very much.
How about a leading man who be a kind of younger Charles Boyer, you know?
Well, I don't know them, so...
Well, I'll tell you about later, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Holland. Next lovely girl we have here is Miss Republic of Turkey. Now I might have a problem of language. Which language do you speak?
Turkish.
I told you. What other? English, obviously. You understand English.
Very little.
Very little. Well, I hope you understand my English anyway, which is not, you know. What about French?
No.
Spanish?
No, only Turkish.
Only Turkish?
Yes.
So how do you say, I am very happy to be here tonight in Turkish?
I am
Very happy to be here.
to be here.
Say it in Turkish.
Say-
You don't know how to say it in Turkish? Oh, you don't understand what I say? I say,
Oh yes. Türkiye'de olsaydım çok mutlu olurdum.
it sounded lovely to me anyway. You know, it says on your card that you don't like to talk too much and you hate liars. So we've nothing in common, I'm afraid. But it was nice to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Republic of Turkey. And now we have Miss Guam. Oh, I know we have some French people up there. They're all for you. You're very lovely. Where's Guam? Because that's something I don't know.
It's in the Pacific Ocean, and it's about 4 hours from the Philippines and 5 hours from Hong Kong.
You're talking about flying hours, of course.
Yes.
Well, it might be James Hunt hours as well, because he goes like a speed. Do you speak any other language but English?
I speak German.
German? Oh, so I can, I have a good line for it. Die kleine Vögel singen in dem Wald. You understand that?
Yes, ich verstehe.
Oh, du verstehst?
Yeah.
Oh, that's ganz gut. Now, something else. What's your favorite food? Because you
My
look so
favorite
lovely.
food?
Yes.
Let's see. Pizza?
Pizza. Oh, that's very Italian. Prego, gentile signorina. Grazie. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the beautiful 7 girls. Now it's for the judges to have a last look at them and decide which one will win in an eyelash. So we have Miss Finland. Come on, she deserves some applause. She's lovely. Miss Jamaica. Miss United Kingdom. Miss Australia. Miss Holland. Miss Republic of Turkey. And Miss Guam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's all for the judges to decide, and I'm sure that with some well-deserved applause, you can now lead off. Thank you very much.
So will you welcome once again, please, Miss Wilnelia Merced.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Now, a year ago, you were one of those 7 girls sitting behind there. Nervous, probably. How would you describe their feelings right now?
Oh, I was a little bit nervous and exciting, but now I really feel very happy because I had a wonderful year, and I really want to wish all the best to the new Miss World 1976.
Anyway, you can get your own back because you're a judge this year, but tell me, after you won, we all know you won a great deal of money. Now, you must tell us exactly what you did with that.
I bought a beauty parlor for my mother in Puerto Rico.
What? A beauty parlor?
Beauty parlor, beauty salon.
Yeah.
And I bought a present for my family and for myself.
What did you buy for yourself?
Oh, a coat.
A coat. Well, you don't really need one. You must have traveled around the world a lot. Did you go to a lot of nice places?
Yes, very good. I visited about 16 countries. I went to Mexico, Philippines, Spain, and I enjoyed very much my safari in South Africa.
Mm-hmm. Hardly time to go home, really. But when you did travel around the world, you must have met quite a lot of interesting people. Who, in fact, of all the people you met during your whole year as Miss World, when you had that crown on your head, who really impressed you most?
I think Dr. Henry Kissinger in Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He's an interesting man. What did he say to you?
Not very much. He only said hello and goodbye.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think the judges by now probably have reached their decision as to who is going to be Miss World 1976. But before we say goodbye to her, can we say thank you very much to Miss World 75.
Thank you.
Julia Morley. And next, the man who knows all the answers, Eric D. Morley, chairman of Mecca.
In that famous phrase, I will now announce the results in reverse order. 5th, Miss Finland.
Miss Finland, Mari-Helena Tami, the 21-year-old model. Of course, the coronet has fallen off. Obviously a little bit nervous, stepping up to the stage to receive her 5th prize, which is a cheque for £250. And the silver trophy and a kiss from Mrs. Morley.
4th, Miss United Kingdom.
Oh dear, intense amount of disappointment in the Royal Albert Hall, but pleasure too, knowing that Carol Grant has got so far. Miss United Kingdom stepping up to receive her prize of £500.
3rd, Miss Guam.
Miss Guam, Diana Marie Duenas, the 17-year-old student. Having a lot of trouble fitting these coronets this year, and she doesn't appear to want to get up on the stage. But I think she ought, because she's about to receive a cheque for £1,000 and the silver trophy.
Runner-up to Miss World is Miss Australia.
Karen Jo Peeney, 19 years old, Miss Australia, the runner-up to the big one. And she steps up on stage to receive a cheque and the silver trophy, £2,000.
And Miss World 1976 is Miss Jamaica.
And the Royal Albert Hall is in uproar. Incredible. Cindy Breakspeare, the 21-year-old health club operator, gets the sash. I think she's as overwhelmed as anyone. She steps up on stage to receive her prizes, a cheque for £5,000, an evening gown worth about £250, and £20,000 coming her way in the next 12 months. Cindy completely overwhelmed by the emotion of the moment, and Wilnelia Merced crowns the new Miss World 1976.
Miss Jamaica is Miss World 1976.